What up?
I'm sure you'll be
Hi.
What up?
All right, we're good?
Yep.
Okay. Alex, before we talk about your career day in Cincinnati, take me back to this offseason. I know you got married and training. What did you do to prepare for this season?
Yeah, I think just rewatching my film last year, I knew there's a lot of areas that I could improve on, and one of those areas, of course, that I wanted to improve on was just getting to the quarterback. And I know just a big goal for me was just hit those double-digit sack marker. And I feel like I just put in a lot of work, just refining my moves over the past year, whether that be my chop, dip, rip, my cross chop, my spin. I just really trying to refine a bunch of those moves that I already have in my arsenal, and just continue to work on my get off and stuff like that. And so I'm just going to continue to work on it just through the season as the season goes on. Which
move felt the best on Sunday?
I think pulled out a good arsenal of them. I think some of them were far from perfect, and I like to say no matter how good I play, I know I can always play better. And so I think the chop rip was pretty successful for me, and my long arm was successful as well, and had a couple of spins that were. But I'm just looking forward to executing those more.
I know you guys are focusing on the Patriots, but when you reviewed the game from the Bengals, why were you so successful? 7 sacks as a defense.
I think we just had the mentality to just start fast, and I think that's something that just as a defense we wanted to come in, especially to the Bengals games, because the last 2 times we went in there, just wasn't the best result for us because we didn't start fast. I think both those times, I think they scored on the first drive, and so we knew that we needed to get off to a start fast. And Coach Tomlin always says that rushing coverage works together, and I think this past Sunday was just a testament to that. Just us 4, just up there rushing as hard as we could every snap, and then the guys on the back end holding it down. They did a great job of that, and so I think some of those sacks, of course, were because of those guys holding it down in the back end.
How do you carry that aggressive mentality, momentum into the second game after you guys were on the field for 43 minutes?
Yeah, it was definitely a lot. One of the longest games I've ever played, but I think it's just being consistent and just not getting complacent. I think it's easy to get complacent at times, but this is a long season. This is just a start. And, it's one game, but we got to move on to the next one. And so we reviewed the film on Monday, and now we're on the drawing board for the Patriots, and we're just looking forward for the opportunity.
Everybody knows TJ Watt is not playing against New England on Sunday. How do you discuss, or I guess amongst your group, the void that will be there out on the field? I know TJ can still help you guys off the field and in the meeting rooms, but how do you kind of move on knowing he won't be out on the field?
Yeah, I think we got a lot of quality guys that are going to be able to step up while TJ's not out there. Like guys like Malik Reed, Jameer Jones, Delonte. We got a bunch of really good guys who are going to be able to come in and just be able to provide some production for us. And those guys, Malik and Jameer just got back here. I think those guys have done a great job so far of coming in and just learning the system and playing fast. And so I think they both did really well on Sunday, and I'm looking forward to see how they do this upcoming Sunday.
You and TJ are always together. You're like shadows, Is it a little weird that it's going to probably be more than one game?
Yeah, and I know it's something that he doesn't like, because he's a guy who loves football, and I know it's killing him to not be out there with him. I'm just going to continue to just kind of be a sponge when it comes to soaking up information from him, because even today we were still talking in our meeting, just talking about stuff, even though he's not playing. So he's still willing to help whenever I want to reach out to ask him about things. And so now I'm just going to continue to ask him stuff and continue to just kind of learn stuff from him.
Malik Reed said as soon as he came to Pittsburgh, you invited him and his wife over to your house. How do you fast track that relationship with new guys moving forward?
It's been cool. I just, like to, whenever the new guys, come in, I just really like to just welcome them into our environment. And, that last weekend or whatever, we were having some people over to our house, and thought it'd be a great opportunity to have him over. Just his wife got to know my wife as well, and so it was pretty cool. And so I just like building relationships with guys. I think that's one of the reasons I'm here, just to be a light in my locker room, and just be able to build a good relationship with the guys.
Going into this game with the Patriots, what do you know about their offense and the problems that they could present?
They're a really good offense, led by Mac Jones, who's a dynamic quarterback, and I think the main thing for us is really just stopping the run. I think they got a good rushing attack, good O-line, and so I think we just got to really out-physical in this game, and that's what's just going to be just the expectation for this game is just to really stop the run and then get after them in the pass rush.
Lastly, for you, having TA promoted to defensive coordinator, Brian Flores been added. How does that help change what you guys are doing as a unit?
Oh, it's been great so far. TA's, he's been in the system for a while, being here as a DB's coach, and so he already knows a lot, but he's been great for us when it comes to, executing the calls and stuff like that. And Coach Flores has done a great job of coming in and just adding a lot of value. He's a head coach in this league for a reason, and it's shown just hearing the way he talks. You can see why he's so wise and such a great coach, and I think he's really added a lot of value, to our linebacker room and also just to the whole defense as a whole when it comes to the run game and just defense as a whole. But both of them have been great so far, and just I'm looking forward to continuing to play for both of them.
All right, Alex, thanks. Good luck on Sunday.
Thanks, Missy.